Hi, fourth graders. So today we are going to be working with the technique of surface tension photography, which means we're going to be taking a picture of our experiment today. So before you start your experiment, you have to have your observation sheet, and I want to kind of talk you through each of the different sections. So the first one says to research. That's what a scientist would do, and as an artist we call that gathering materials. So in this section it says if you were doing this at home, what supplies would you need? So I'm actually going to write down the things that I would need here, and I will show you right now what you are going to need. Mrs. Snyder is giving you this special piece of paper. It may be this color or a different color. You are going to have a little tub of water. It might not look like this one, but you're going to have a tub of water. You have this little thing called an eyedropper or a pipette, and then you are going to have this giant container of liquid watercolors. Okay, so you would be listing all of those things here because those are the materials that I would need to do this experiment. The next one is to do the experiment or to test our hypothesis. So experiment means to try things out. So in this one it says list or number the steps, so meaning what do I do to make the artwork. So for this one, boys and girls, we have this piece of paper here, and I have my little pipette. There's a couple different things I can do. I can start by just opening up the pipette in the water. So I just push the bowl and then let it go, and that sucks up the water inside. And then you can experiment with dropping the water onto this surface and seeing what happens. Now the nice thing is now that I have some of the water on the surface, it's interesting that it's just sitting there. That's what I want you guys to figure out. Now I can actually take the pipette, I have just clear water, and I can put it inside one of these colors. So remember, I just push down on the little syringe, pull up, I grab a little bit of that color. Now check this out. I could take a little bit of the color and drop it inside the water, and you could even combine different colors. Now before I go to a new color, this is what I wanted to share with you. I have some of this green inside my pipette, and I want to change to a new color. So before I go to a new color, fourth graders, I want you to put the extra color back inside where you got it from. Now I still have some residue, so that's when I take this clear water here and I'm going to squeeze and let go, squeeze and let go. Now my pipette is clean again, and now I can transition to a different color. Okay, another option, if I don't want to just start with a clear drop of water, I could start with this color. I can try to make designs or shapes. I can try to make the biggest drop that I can to see what would happen there. Okay, so you can experiment with combining drops to see what would happen. That is experimenting or testing our hypothesis. In the observe section, I want to say what happened. So giving details. What happened when I put the water onto the surface of this paper? What happened when I combined more than one color? So I'm writing down some of the things that I observed in that section. Okay, and last but not least, this one says draw conclusions. What did you like? What would you change? What questions do you now have? Maybe it's a wondering, I wonder what would happen if, or I really liked it when this happened. So that's what I'm going to be putting in that section. Okay, so remember again, when I'm done with this color, push it back into where it was, clean out my pipette, and Mrs. Snyder will talk to you about how to clear this off at the end of class today.